Night Squad? What game is this? After this video, you'll probably be asking yourself, how did I not know about this game?
You want a game but don't change for lame title? I'll let you know if it's a real shame or go viral. If your kills are pretty near making you ill and lacking vitals, here's some tips and drills that give those skills some revival. Here's some tips and drills that give those skills some revival.
Today we're doing a review on a game that it's not a new game, but for many of you it will be, because a lot of my friends that I've spoken to about this game have never heard of it before. This is possibly one of my favorite games of all time to play when my family comes over. I'm Spanish, I have a big family, both on my wife and my side, that love to come over, and this is just a game we have a blast with. You can play one player, you can play solo, but the best mode is when you play, you can play 4 against 4, you can play online. So let's go ahead and get into this game review for a game that you might have not heard, but I'm pretty sure you might want after this.
Alright, so let's get started on this. We have Night Squad here. It's a game by Chain's Awesome. As you can see here, you can go to pick different type of characters. There's no specialty, they just look different, and they do different funny animations when you select them. Like this guy here, when I pick him, you'll take off his head, sinister. This game was available to Xbox Live Gold members for free back at the beginning of 2016. Now, you have different difficulties: easy, medium, hard, and extreme. In my opinion, medium is hard enough. Medium is tough, and you guys are going to see. But here are some of the game modes. You have Crystal Rush. It's a 4v4. You have to protect your crystals while trying to destroy or drill through the enemies as well. Then you have Domination. That's pretty like any other Domination Call of Duty. You just hold points. You get hold certain points, and you earn points by holding those beacons. Now, Juggernaut, this is probably one of my favorites. You have to stay in the middle and grab that minigun, and you just keep killing people, and you get more points for doing so. Team Deathmatch, pretty self-explanatory if you've ever played any other TDM. Last Man Standing, it's a free-for-all basically, and you go through rounds, and I forget how many rounds you have to win, but you have to be the last man standing to win that round. Gladiator, it's kind of like Juggernaut, but you just have to stay in the middle and you earn points. Capture the Flag, pretty explanatory. You have Soccer Mode, you have Capture the Grail. This is kind of like a single player Capture the Flag, and you'll see what I mean by that. I'm going to go ahead and dive into this real quick so you guys can take a look at it. Now, this game is really fun to play by yourself. As I said, the bots are pretty difficult just on medium alone. You start off here. I always get confused as to where I'm at, but I'm on the bottom left right there. You see me going around in circles. I'm the grayish looking knight. Going on the left side. And now I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of Capture the Grail. That's why I'm glowing like that with like this aura. Every time you capture the grail, you will glow with this, your color will have this aura to it. So anyways, you see these little pickups, and the pickups are different. You have like a bow and arrow, you have a sword, you have a drill, there's tons of them, laser guns, and they just respawn in the same spots usually, and also new ones will spawn in just random spots. But they each give you different weapons here. In my opinion, I just like getting a sword and getting either a medium or long sword, because the other weapons can be kind of difficult to use. There's specialty weapons and pretty much used on specific situations. Alright guys, now for some Capture the Flag gameplay. As you can see here, you can select which side or color you'll be. I'll be blue. Now in this mode, when you select the color blue, that's what color you will be. And Capture the Grail, where it's free-for-all modes, pretty much any of the free-for-all modes are going to be your color. But in this one, we're blue. I'm on the bottom left, and you are distinguished by the color of your upside-down triangle. I'm gray, so that's the only, I guess, thing I could say I kind of didn't like, is that it was really hard to see your color. Whenever I'm playing with a lot of people and we're like, where am I, where are you at? It takes a minute to find out where you're at. I wish they made the icons maybe a little bit bigger, or maybe some other way to distinguish yourself when you're playing on a certain color-based team. But anyways, Capture the Flag. Red got our flag, but we got them. You can see those circle points as they're glowing. The red point, they glow when someone has captured, or when someone has caught the flag. The color will stop glowing. You see how I captured the flag there, and then they all killed me. But it's pretty fun. This is a really fun game mode to play with other friends. As any other Capture the Flag, it's better to play with as a team and coordinate. But even by yourself with bots, the bots do a pretty good job. But there you have it, capture the flag. Okay, next up we have a soccer mode. This is pretty fun for you Rocket League fans out there. My little nephew, my brother's son, is awesome at this mode. He loves this mode, and I've 1v1'd him on here. And he's very good at this game. The one downside I would say is that in this mode, the bots can kind of be a very big downfall, because they tend to just be like in a hive mind, and one goes one way and then they just all follow. As you can see here, we actually beat them pretty bad, I think 4-zip or 3-zip. But any other mode, the bots are definitely something to be reckoned with. But this mode, they seem to just kind of bunch up, and they seem fairly easy to kill in this mode, but it's still very, very fun. Let's see if I can get a score here sometime. There I am, trying to clear everybody out. I got killed, respawned on the bottom left. Got a double kill, clearing the way for my homies to get that ball in. Come on. Ah. Almost. Yeah, it's really tough. You just have to hit the ball with your sword. I mean, that's the only button you can push is A. Well, I believe it's A or X. Any of the buttons use the sword. This definitely, you have to have somebody to clear the way. We're making a run for it. We're making a run. Nah, not happening, guys. Anyways, I know that we score sometime in here, but I just wanted to let you guys see the soccer mode. Alright, that's enough soccer for me. Next up, well, real quick, I wanted to show you, you can actually change the maps. As you can see here, as you go through, you can change the different fields of the soccer map for that stage or that game level. But as you go down to Gladiator, you can change different type of maps, and the maps not only change colors, but they actually change the difficulty and increase or decrease the difficulty of the match. But let's go ahead and get into one of my favorite modes here, Juggernaut. Yeah, this is awesome, man. This is really fun to play, especially if you have your family over. You know, your girlfriend, your wife. This is something really fun. This is pretty much a free-for-all match, and you have to try to control this minigun that's in the middle. That little thing glowing right there is in the middle, and this is actually a tougher one, because the wider that it is, the more range you have to shoot with the minigun. And you'll see this thing just spits like a minigun, exactly what it is. I mean, it just rattles off people. And you see me hiding in the corner over there. The best offensive strategy in here, in my opinion, is to try to get a bow. Like you'll see, I respawn in the top left corner, I get a bow, and you try to pick them off. If you can pick them off, you might stand a chance. I didn't there, but that's a pretty good strategy. If you get that minigun and you get a shield over you, like that person in the purple has right now, I mean, you're going to be there for quite some time. Let's see if I can get some footage of me actually. Okay, I got it. There we go, I got it now. Alright, straight Rambo in it. Then I died. But anyways, yeah, this is a pretty fun mode. Alright guys, so up next we have some Domination. Pretty self-explanatory for you Call of Duty fans, or any of you Battlefield, or any of those type of games that have Domination. It's pretty much the same thing. Alright, well, we're blue here. We have the capture points with the little circles there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's pretty easy, yeah. You just go and capture one. You don't have to sit and hold it down like other, games. You just have to run over it, and it'll highlight in the color of your team. We're blue here. Now, one thing I did not notice is I did not notice that you do not have you don't get any extra bonus points for actually capturing or taking one from the enemy. As you can see, we're blue, and there's little +3s that pop up on the different capture points, and that's +3 points that you get for every second that you've captured that. If you notice, as we're killing our enemies, I had to redo this part because I kept saying as we're killing our teammates. I didn't want to get you guys confused, but as you're killing the enemies, you get +5 points, I think, for killing each enemy. But there you have it, basic Domination for you fans out there. Now, this map is pretty easy. As you can see, it's pretty easy to get back and forth to the points, but they have, I think, 4 or 5 different map sets. I believe it's 5, and each map set is different. The layout is bigger, the points are more farther across. You have more points, less points, so yeah, you guys can check that out. Okay, next up, guys, we have here some Gladiator. This is the game mode where it's a basic free-for-all, but what you have to do is try to stay inside of that gold square. And while you're in there, you can see it shows these little, I'm in there in the middle now, it shows +3, I'm getting points, +3 points for every second that I'm in there, plus on top of that, I believe +5 points for every kill that I get. A pretty tough mode. I didn't fare very well. For some reason, I was trying to get the sword, and every time I did, I just kept getting ambushed. But there you have it. There's the Gladiator mode. Alright guys, here we have some last man standing. Everyone was frozen. That's a pickup you can get. It's pretty cool. It's it freezes everybody for about 3 to 4 seconds, which is very detrimental in a round where it's dependent upon you surviving and not dying, as I did very often in this match. From the top right, I get the shield, went for the kill, and I got killed. Yeah, I don't think I won any of these rounds in this match. This mode I've never really played very often. I think I've tried it maybe once or twice. There's specific modes that I like because I play a lot with my family, and this isn't really one of them. But there you have it, last man standing. Alright, Crystal Rush. That's what this mode is. As you can see, the map is a different color, different type of map. As I said before, each mode has like about, I think it's about five different types of maps. I'm not sure why I waited until this one to change up the maps, but I did. Yeah, but this one, Crystal Rush, you have, I'm on the blue team, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 crystals, and you have to specifically take a drill. It can't be any other weapon, but you have to, it has to be a drill, and you take the drill and you go to the team side and you just start drilling at it. You also have to, you know, it's pretty much like Domination, I guess you could say. You're just protecting different points, and you just do it with drills. We win this match pretty quick. I would say out of all the game modes, if you play pretty well, this is probably one of the fastest. But you can also, to make it easier, you can take the drill and drill through the walls there, so you don't have to go around them or such a far point to get to the next crystal or whatnot. But yeah, it's a pretty fun and unique game mode. I really liked it. Okay guys, so this is halfway through a team deathmatch. If you guys don't know what that is, pretty much it's just you have 4v4 teams and you just go and try to kill the other team and you get points for doing so. That's the only objective. Now the one thing I can say for you guys that have played team deathmatches is that sometimes spawn trapping is a problem only if you have specific weapons. As you can see, if there is some here, we're the blue team, we're heading our way over to the red team, and they're spawning over there and we're just killing them for the most part. I mean, right there we're just annihilating them the minute that they respawn. But that's, I would say basically that happens just with specific weapons, and plus we had minions, which is like pretty much having 5 extra players on your team. But it's not bad. It's not like we're Call of Duty games where you get to the spawn and it's no matter what you're going to end up killing them all the time. It's pretty fair. When your weapon runs out, if you guys are all in there, the enemy is actually going to be the one that has the advantage. But I just wanted to show you guys really quickly. I quit this game so I could show you some of these other modes. Now that's the last of the, I guess you could say, game modes or friendly game modes that they have, and then you have these challenges. Challenges are single players, but they're basically just that. It's like a they have different modes and you try to challenge yourself to get a high score that ends up posting on Xbox Live site or Chainsaw Awesome site. But for the game itself, there's only 3 game modes or 3 challenge modes. After that, there is, I believe, 2 other ones that you can purchase with downloadable content, but I've never purchased them because I've only tried these modes a couple times. They're really not my favorite. They're not my thing. You know, I'm good at maybe 1 or 2 of them. The last one I just couldn't figure out. I've tried it 3 or 4 times. I just couldn't do it. So maybe you guys can get it and let me know how to do it, because I just couldn't do it. But you can, I'm going to show you one. This one's pretty easy. You start off with this laser skeleton, and what you do is just try to survive and destroy those little green crystals or portals where the skeletons are coming from. And you destroy them by just hitting them with the laser, and they kind of ricochet and bounce off the laser. It seems to be like a randomized thing. It's nothing that follows the same pattern. It just goes wherever. But yeah, there's a couple of times here I get a little bit too close, a little bit like right there, I get a little bit too close to the skeleton, and you know it's survival, so you only get one life. You die, and that's it. I believe the goal here is to try to get it in a fast time. I do end up, you know, winning, but I don't even think I showed up on the actual scoreboards.
All right, so there you guys have it. That is my game review for this game, Night Squad by Chainsaw. If you're wondering, you can pick this game up on the Xbox Store for $14.99, which is a heck of a deal. That's a very good deal for this game mode. Very fun. You have tons of hours, tons of replays for this game with your family. But let me get this out of the way. I'm not being paid by Chainsaw. I'm not endorsed by Xbox or anyone or any company to do this. I'm just doing this so you guys can get a review about an awesome game that has brought tons of joy and hours of playtime for me and my family and my friends. Downside of the game, real quick, I would have to say, online game, it's horrible. I've never been able to get into a match. This is strictly a play by yourself or play with friends type of game. Now, if you guys want some more reviews, I'll be posting them up to Xbox first, and then also to my YouTube page, Lastxmohicanx. It's my gamer tag. So check that out and let me know what you guys think. Leave some comments below, and stay tuned for some good reviews.
You want a game but don't change for lame title? I'll let you know if it's a real shame.